bass, fishes, trout, a la creme. Enjoy your meal.
I will.
Puggles.
Holy shit, is that a Shay? Oh my god, we've got a Shay Shay. Shay Shay. Hey Shay, how are you doing? Hello. Hello Shay. Shay. Hey Shay. Hey Zio. We've got a Kieran. We've got a Jesus in chat. We've got a Sexy Science Hannah. Hello Sexy Science Hannah. I need to turn the sounds on so we can get Sexy Science Hannah. There we go. It's so dark. It's so dark. It's so dark. It is. It's really dark. It's just generally really dark. Caps lock. Sorry. Sorry. Who else is in here? We've got a Tomb King Tristan and an Avian and a Taria. Hey Taria. Are the entry sounds broken? No, I have to sync the bot every time I go live. So they should work. They should work in a second, Hannah. There we go. There you go. Sexy Science Hannah is here to show us some sexy science. It's up. We're live. How are you, Shay Shay? Shay! Shay Shay, the most beautiful Canadian in the world. In the world. Right. We've got doggos. We've got little doggos. We've got Trench Crusade doggos. We've got Trench Crusade bomb pugs. We've got Trench Crusade pilgrims. We've got choristers. We've got ecclesiastic prisoners. There we go. Ecclesiastic prisoners. We've got some painted ones as well, which is cool. I have no sexy, nor do I have any science for you today. I will wager that as soon as Purpley Spark appears, you will be inundated with sexy science. And that will not be the HNN breaking news of the day. How are you? How is everybody today? Oh, there's a Hendy as well. I saw a Henster. Hello, Henster. He's just very slow. It's because he's so old. What? He is quite old now. Kieran, how? I thought. Oh dear. Absolutely shocking revelation. Getting on a bit. I'm speechless. I have nothing to say to I have nothing to say to that. I have no clever whims of comeback. He'll be in a home soon. Streaming Trench Crusade from an old people's home. We're going to finish the Communicant today. So we threw some metallics on it yesterday. Gave it a very quick wash. I'll probably do some wood grain just because I think it's hilarious that it's like a massive wooden rifle. I kind of want to paint one of these little dudes as well. We might prime him today. I'll tell you what. I'll prime him while and then it can dry while we're kind of painting this. But we're gonna do the skin, which will be cool. Campaign rules, you say? Yes, campaign rules. Have you built and painted Judith before? Have I painted Judith? I have painted Judith. Who did I paint Judith for? In real news, TC has released a campaign. Have they? Oh, we need to go and we need to do the daily check-in. The daily check-in. We'll turn the camera off. Daily check-in with Trench Crusade because they're fucking killing it. They're killing it. 100. Trying not to forget this bit because this bit is really important still. They're £36,695 over 1.5 million. Is it in the updates? Is it in the update or is it in their Discord, Mr. Zio? Zio? Why did you change your name, Zio? Zio, why did you change your name? Trench Crusade. So the eagle thing that's most of the model is separate. Great, I can sub-assemble that because it needs to be light. But how did you sub-assemble the two goals holding the fire sticks? Can't remember how I sub-assembled them. I think Because they're half and half, aren't they? I don't think I did, because I think I painted them. I got an email, so I believe it's in the updates. Oh. The new campaign rules are now live. Let's click it. Campaign rules, right? So that's the start of today's stream. The start of today's stream is going through the campaign rules. So now we have the campaign rules, we have the mercenary rules, we've got the playtest rules, and the lore. So that's all the files open here. So that can now be closed down. Allies and mercenaries. Campaign rules. How many pages is it? 27 pages. It's the most annoying sub-assembly I've encountered. I'm thinking I'll just prime ivory and paint dark over just the girls. See, I painted the girls the same colour as the angel. So I did the girls as if they were statues. So I think that's probably where our painting clashes. Or our sub-assembly clashes because of our painting. Created by Mike, game design by Tumas, artwork by Mike, layout by James, and additional editing by Eleanor. So cool. So cool. Campaign rules. Beginning the campaign, you have 700 ducats. Learned Saint. This type of patron allows you to select one of the following skills. Oh, wow. Warrior say, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, it's the most annoying sub-assembly I've encountered. I'm thinking I'll just prime ivory and... have you built and painted? Handy Henster. Handy Henster. Henster, you're going to have to come up to Nottingham, and then you can... We'll do a four-way... Because we'll be able to do... If you come up to Notts, we'll be able to do a four-way Trench Crusade day where we each play at least 3 games against each other. So it'll be you, me, Kieran, and Stu, One Stop Wargaming. I'm sure we'll be able to sort that out. So that will be cool. Yeah. Right. Should we have a read? We're gonna have to try and do a quick. We'll try and do a quick. Oh, we need to put some music on as well before Twitch Lady gets cross. Before Twitch Lady gets cross. Where's the music? We need somebody to make some Trench Crusade music. We need someone to make some Trench Crusade music. Well, it might be a little bit too might be a little bit too intrusive for a background stream music. Oh dear, it is very dark, isn't it? Can I hang on, let me... I want to be heavy on the castratos and organ music. Yes. Yes, it would be. There you go. There you go, Kieran. There's your note. There's your note. You can just see in the background now. You can just see in the background your note. Just play the Doom soundtrack. Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? That would fit. That would work. Right. Campaign rules. Campaign rules. You're a sweetheart. Dude, you're the sweetheart. You're the absolute legend. Oh, we need more artwork. I need more Trench Crusade artwork. And I did spend an awful lot of time last night planning out my Trench Ghosts warband. So we have that, not that guy. That guy. This guy is going to be the. I need a better arm for my microphone. This guy is going to be the priest, the heretic priest, because that's going to be cool. Why did I imagine Chris with a Trench Crusade body pillow and then a throne? Oh dear, Avian. Yeah, I've got 3 I've got 3 warband ideas that I want to flesh out. So at some point, sorry, just got a message. Just a stigmatic non-body pillow. Hey, I wouldn't say no to a stigmatic non-body pillow. I'd be all right with that. Anime Trench Crusade warband. Good God, I need help. No, not anime. Maybe elf. An elf Trench Crusade warband. No. I've got the 3 warbands. So there's the Dante's Infernal one. With the 8th circle, it was treachery, wasn't it? So the Dante's Infernal treachery warband. I want to do like a Scandinavian type one. Like what would Sweden and Finland be like in this setting? And then the last one, because there are like there's 2 demon warbands, isn't there? So there's one, the Court of the Seven-Headed Serpent, and the Black Grail. So there's those 2. I want to flip that on the opposite side and do an Old Testament angelic one. So Old Testament angels, or at least a warband that worships Old Testament angels style shit. So they're the 3 that I've got in my head that I just kind of want to take just kind of scribble like points of view and little design cues across each of them. I think that would be cool. Sabaton warband then. A Hello Kitty warband last time. I mean, when did we come up with a Hello Kitty warband? I think what was the Hello Kitty? Oh shit, we did, didn't we? We did a fucking Hello Kitty assassin. Bollocks. Yeah, I can't deny that now, can I? Very cool ideas. I think so. Because, hang on. Let's find a piece. Here we go. Because, imagine that. Yeah. I think that sort of stuff fits the vibe. Yep, I answered Chris. Help. I think that sort of stuff fits the vibe. All right. Anyway, campaign rules. Needs more angels. Yes. Yeah. Well, no, because I think in the same way as the demon ones were, you pick a route. I think you would pick a route. I think you would pick which one. So Seraphim or yeah, exactly. So I think you would. Yeah. Anyway, so I've got to kind of. I need to get that. That's the kind of. Those are the 3 things, and they're the kind of things that I need to get down on paper so I can see them, because there's so much going on in my head about them. I need to be able to see what it might look like. Yeah, I understood, Chris. Help. What angels? Like old school description with eyeballs and wings everywhere. Yep, you got it. Yep, Old Testament angels. Right. Okay. So beginning the campaign. So you have 700 ducats to start that campaign, and then you select a patron for your warband. Whenever you make a purchase, you deduct it. Some warbands begin campaigns with a lower threshold value and pay chests. These will be clearly outlined in each relevant warband section. Oh, there's loads of... Oh, hang on. There was David and Goliath. Oh, David and Goliath. Dragon Slayer. Right, okay, Right, Warrior Saint. Trench Pilgrims and New Antioch. This is so fucking cool. This is so cool. Select a patron for your warband from the list below. The choice of patron determines which skill you may select whenever rolling for a patron skill. See experience and advancement. This is insane. This is so cool. Yeah, this game would be the monkey's paw. Yes, God and devil exist. You have a soul. Unfortunately, your understanding is wrong. Very wrong. So Warrior Saints, so you can have that. Trench Pilgrims and New Antioch only. So this is these are the faithful, if you like. This type of patron allows you to select one of the following when a patron skill is rolled on the skill chart. Hey Jem, how are you doing? Zio, have you read this yet? Zio, what's Zio Genti? You'll have to explain Zio Genti. It's probably from some computer game that I've never played, but... So when you get that advancement, you can roll and you can get one of these. Blessings of the Warrior Saint. This model starts each battle with D3 blessing markers. Okay. It's just a random name. My old name was too hard to pronounce. I can't even remember what your old name was. It's just Jesus. You're just Jesus. You're just Mr. Zeus. And no, it was waiting for you to read it for me while I work. Excellent. Okay, so Blessing of the Warrior Saint. This model starts each battle with D3 blessing markers. Excellent. Or you can get Endure the Suffering. This model has one additional scar in their profile. Scar is a injury, I believe. I think it's an injury. I think that's right. So you get -1 to something, -1 dice or something. Did you see Nope? No, I didn't see Nope. Don't think I saw Nope anyway. Don't think I saw Nope. Dragon Slayer. Because dragons exist in this world. Go see Nope. I will put it on the list. When this model rolls on the injury chart in melee against an enemy that is down, you don't have to roll one of the injury dice, but you can automatically set it as a 6. That's cool. Okay, that's cool. David and Goliath. When this model makes a melee attack against an enemy model on a 40 mil or larger base, they roll 3d6 to hit instead of 2d6, totaling the sum. Okay, so if you're rolling 3d6 and then you get +1 dice, you roll 4d6 and you pick the 3 highest. Or if you're rolling 3d6 and you get minus dice, you roll 4 dice and you pick the 3 lowest. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, David and Goliath. But it's only on 40 mil or larger bases, so it's big stuff. On your knees, enemy models in melee combat with this model cannot automatically. Captain Vark. Thank you very much for the follow, little legend. Welcome to the crypt. Enemy models in melee combat, I'm trying to say it a different way every time, with this model cannot automatically stand at the start of their activation. Excellent. Warrior's Prayer is a risky action. This model causes fear until the end of its activation and may also remove a blood marker if it has any. Okay, so you make a risky action and then it causes fear and removes a blood marker. They're really cool. Endure the Suffering. We're going to have to check what the scar is. I thought a scar gave you a minus dice to like something, but I must be wrong there. Been keeping an eye on Trench Crusade for some time. We've been doing Trench Crusade all week. As you can see, we've been painting some shit up. It's been much fun. Yeah, I love it. It's really, really cool. Okay. Right. So, Learned Saint. Also the Faithful, so Trench Pilgrims or New Antioch only. This type of patron allows you to select one of the following as a patron skill is rolled on your skill chart. Okay, so we pick how many patrons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Order of the Fly. 5. There's 5 patrons. Okay. Okay. Iron Sultanate only. So Iron Sultanate can only pick Sublime Gate. Order of the Fly is that one. Heretic and Court of the Seven-Headed Serpent is that one. Learned Saint. So New Antioch and Trench Pilgrims can pick from 2 patrons. Right. So first one is Walk with God. This model can pick any skill from any skill chart allowed to it, including any exploration skill. Exploration skill. I was thinking about creating an eBay account called The Deceiver to sell Necrons and just scamming people. Sexy Science Hannah. That's one way of getting some money in. What would you sell? What would you sell though? What would you sell? You'd sell immortality. Explain scars on page 6 of the campaign. Right, let's go. I thought you hadn't read it, Zio. Scars. Injuries and battle scars. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, cool. They have scar rules. That's so cool. The whole game is really cool. This, but sell bootleg battle tech instead of Necrons. Right, where are we? Infernal Noble, Heretic. Hang on. Knowledge of. Oh, we've got a sexy science Hannah one. We have a sexy science Hannah. So within Learn Sate, you can have knowledge of sciences. You can increase the limit of any weapon, piece of equipment, or armor by 1. Favoured by God. At the end of each battle, your warband gains an additional glory point. That's also good. Pennies from Heaven. At the end of each battle, if this model was fielded, your warband gains an additional d6 times 5 ducats. If this model was fielded, your warband gains. Gotcha. Pennies from Heaven. Sexy knowledge of science. Or is it knowledge of sexy science? It's either sexy knowledge or it's sexy science. Or is it sexy knowledge of sexy science? Organizational skills. There is a patron skill called organizational skills. You can increase the number of models that are normally limited, such as shock troopers, by 1. This does not include elite models. Oh, that's a shame. Healing arts. No, that is a shame actually, because then you could have like 2. You'd have 2 war dogs. Oh, that's the other. Oh, that was the warband variant, wasn't it? The war dog variant. Yeah, that wasn't a warband in itself though. Is the science sexy, or does the science make you sexy? Don't know. Healing arts. When this model rolls on the serious injuries chart, it may re-roll the result. The second result stands. 3 artillery witches. Trench pilgrims and New Antioch only. No! Right, so Infernal Noble. This one's Heretic and Court of the Seven-Headed Serpent. Blessed Murder. Each time this model takes an enemy out of action via any action it takes, the model gains a blood marker. Gains a blood marker.
Yeah, but we can always build more.
Hey, Target, how you doing? My dreams have been shattered. No saints on the side of hell. So if you take something out of action, you gain a blood marker. With the court, you can cast with that, can't you? You gain plus 1 bonus dice for all injury rolls and to hit rolls against opponents that are down. All injury rolls and 2 hit rolls. That's good. Uh, 30 pieces of... Hang on, no. Hellfire. The model can take a risky action with -1 dice. So you're rolling 3 dice and picking the 2 lowest. Select a friendly model within... I like this. This is a really good way of kind of controlling things. Select a friendly model within 18 inches of the caster that is in line of sight. Oh, what a legend! Captain Vac, thank you, man. Thank you very much. That's appreciated. Yeah, the plus and minus dice is quite. I quite like that. I do quite like that. Select a friendly model within 18 inches of the caster, which is in a straight line. Draw a straight line between the models which travels along the ground. Every model in the way spontaneously bursts into flames from hell. Roll on the injury chart for each model, including the friendly model at the end. The attack has the keyword fire. Hellfire. This model can take a risky action. Select a friendly model within 18 inches that is in line of sight. Draw a straight line between the models and it burns everything between them. That's rather cool. That's rather cool. That's rather cool. 30 pieces of silver. At the end of the battle, that's the kind of thing that you want to make an 18-inch long, like 3D printed flame, so you can mark it. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, you need to make a like like the little whippy sticks. You need to make a whippy stick, 18-inch long piece of flame. Although 18 inches is quite long, isn't it? At the end of each battle, if this model was fielded, your warband gains an additional d6 times 5 ducats, which is on average about 18. About 18 ducats extra at the end of every fight. Blood sacrifice. With a successful action, this model can transfer one of its blood markers to a friendly model within 6 inches. Okay. This model. So if you need to get a blood marker to if you need to get a blood marker to the sorcerer, for instance, so that you can cast a spell. I haven't got a chance to look through all the rules for the game myself. How does it feel compared to things like 40k and AOS? Completely different. It's not 40k or AOS. You're more likely to compare it to things like Necromunda and Mordheim. A bit more of a skirmish. It's not mass. Like warbands are much smaller. The rule system is based around doing actions. So every time you want to do something, there are things that you can do for free, like move. But every time you want to do something, you roll 2 dice, and you need to get a 7. So on average, you're going to be doing it. You should be doing it like every 50% of the time, sort of thing. Well, not even 50% of the time. You should be able to. You should be doing the actions a lot. And then one of the things that they do to control the success is give you +1 or -1 dice. You got to 9 models. Oh, Zio, what for what faction? Send me the list. Send me the list. Even if it's just like a thrown together one. Even if it's just a thrown together one. Right. So Sublime Gate. So this is the Ice Alternate. So this is going to be the patron that I pick for my assassins. For my assassin list, which has got assassins and stuff. So yeah, let's have a look at this one. So this type of patron allows you to select one of the following when a patron skill is rolled on the skill chart. Sword of Allah. Select any skill you want from the melee and strength skills. Oh, that's cool. Exotic wares. This model may buy at the given cost any one weapon or armor from the new Antioch armory. No other model in the warband may use this. Oh, that's cool. Janissary training. During any activation where this model has charged, it gets +1 dice to hit with melee attacks. Additionally, it ignores penalties for offhands. How good is that going to be for? Oh, that's amazing. That's going to be really good for. That's going to be really good for assassins and dervishes. Dervishes already get. I think dervishes get +2 dice in melee. Assassins, I think, do. But yeah, that's going to be great for dervishes. And Gurez, this model ignores the penalties to action rolls from being down. Additionally, this model gains +1 dice to hit and injure down any models with melee attacks. Awesome. Rightfully guided at the beginning of the battle. Hey, Purples, how you doing? Purples, look what we've got.
Alice? Who the fuck is Alice?
Check what we've got, Purples. Hype! Hype is real. No. Not new. This is separate. This is campaign rules, Purples. This is campaign rules. So at the beginning, just very, very quickly, at the beginning of the campaign, so you have 700 ducats to pick, to pick your warband, but then at the beginning you have to pick a patron. So so we've been going through the patrons so far. There is Purples. There is a Sexy Science Hannah patron, which is cool. So knowledge of sexy sciences, you can increase the limit of any weapon, piece of equipment, or armor by 1, which is cool. But we're just going through the Iron Sultanate patron. So rightfully guided at the beginning of the battle, select any one action aside from a charge or a standard melee range attack by any enemy model. At the beginning of the battle, select any action by an enemy model. This action cannot target, affect, or damage this model in any way. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's cool. Sultan's Favour. You can increase the number of... So if you have like a... if you have some of the like lust, there's a lust spell, isn't there, which makes you walk towards the model. So you can say, no, I'm not going to be affected by that action. That's really cool. Sultan's Favour, where you can increase the number of models that are normally limited, such as Janissaries, by 1. This does not include elite models. That's cool as well. So, very, very quickly, it's allies and mercenaries, playtest rules. Just making sure it's 1.5 it is. Where's the Iron Sultanate? I just want to know how many. Here we go.
HNN breaking news. Hannah is the patron saint of sexy science.
I'm the patron saint of being awkward. No, it doesn't work like that. So the dervishes are not elites. So you can have 6 Janissaries in the assassin list. Therefore, I can have, if I took Sultan's Favour, I can then take 7 Janissaries. I think is it 4 dervishes? Yeah, so I can have 4 dervishes. I wonder whether that means that I can have 5 dervishes. What do you think, Chad? Does that mean I can have 5 dervishes? He's an ass. Anyway, what? Move over on the grass. Shay Shay, no worries. Can you bring me a cup of tea, Shay Shay? Shay Shay, cup of tea. Right. Interesting. You can increase the number of models that are normally limited, such as Janissaries, by 1. This does not include elite models. It doesn't say that's an elite model, does it? Dervish. Have the word in Dervish a special rule instead of the keyword strong. Yeah, so you can have 5. You can have 5 dervishes. Okay. Awesome. Order of the Fly. Black Grail only, so this is the gross one. Peppermint Mocha. What, is Shay Shay making a Peppermint Mocha? Can't believe we have a Shay Shay in chat, that's cool. This type of patron allows you to select one of the following as a patron skill if you roll a skill. Cockroach Vitality. Blood markers cannot be used to penalise the range or melee attacks of this model. That's really good. That's really good. So if you have a blood marker on you, then if I'm shooting at you and you have a blood marker on it, I can spend the blood marker to get plus dice to my action roll. Eyes of the Fly. This model ignores the penalties associated with cover and long range. Oh my god, this is really cool. Wings of the Fly. If this model has infantry, it gains flying with the same distance value. Okay, so it can fly. So infantry move 6, it then becomes fly move 6. Cool. Grail Plague. At the start of each battle, select one enemy model without the keyword Black Grail. This model starts the game with one infection marker. Deceit of Beelzebub. As a risky action, this model can change places with another model within it. That's awesome. Both models are removed from the battlefield and then replaced immediately in the other's location. Night of the Flies. Range attacks, -1 dice. Awesome. Is that all of them? That is all of them. Okay, so playing a campaign game. To start the campaign, the two players select one of the scenarios to fight. See scenarios on page 121 of the rulebook, blah, blah, blah. At the end of each game, the players work out how much experience their elite warriors have earned and how much loot the warband has collected before returning to the barracks. Experience is expressed as experience points. This is covered later in the experience session. When an elite warrior has sufficient XP, they receive a skill. And I nearly read that as skull. Normal troopers taking part in a campaign will also get the chance to become elite. Okay. You can recruit more warriors, blah, 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 selecting a scenario. So you can roll if you want to select a scenario. Injuries and casualties after every battle. For each model that was taken out of action, determine what injuries they sustained, if elite, or whether or not they died from their wounds, if not elite. Okay, so elites get injuries, non-elite models just die. Experience and skill advancements. After each battle, determine the amount of experience points your elite troops gain, and roll for their new skill advancements. Also determine whether any of your standard troops are promoted to elite status. See the rules for experience below. Threshold value, battle, maximum field strength. The number of models you can field in a single battle is limited as listed in the table below. Oh wow, so you can only have 10 models when you start. Okay, so I can't do a Trench Ghosts warband with just loads of troops because we max out at 10. The maximum number increases throughout the campaign, so in the first battle the maximum number of models you can field is 10, whilst it increases to 11 for the second battle. Gotta stop him fielding only prisoners. Well, I was thinking, like, so where's the where are the right at the top? Go, because I like infantry. I don't get the chance to do it very often because it takes forever to paint them, but I like infantry, like heavy infantry based armies and warbands. So I was doing the Trench Ghosts. If you look at the Trench Ghosts, where are they? Trench Ghosts are here, and you can't have war wolves or artillery witches within the warband. So you have to have Wretcheds, Anointed, Heretic Troopers, and then the heroes. So I was going to have a Priest, a Commando, and then loads of troops, and a couple of them. So, like the Priest and the Commando are where are we? The Priest is 80, and the Commando is 90. Trench, Crusade. Clegg, there is a new room, and actually everybody in chat who was joining in, there's a new room in Discord for those of you who are pledging. So, Heretic Priest, Commando, so that's like 200-ish, 250 ducats. And and then I had loads of ducats just to throw in loads of troopers and anointed heavy infantry. So I'll have to adjust that slightly. Reinforcements. In Trench Crusade, all warbands are part of one of the great military organisations. I mean, this. Yeah, there we go. So the warband can be bigger, but when you go to battle, you can only pick 10. So yeah, I can have a larger warband. I can only use 10. Was that a Tobes? Where's Tobes? Oh, there he is. I'll keep an eye on it once the pledge manager is up. We will need to increase my pledge to get the rest of the Sultanate. Yes, dude. Yes. Yes, I've got to increase my pledge to get the rest of the heretics. Am I on the heretics? No, I'm on the pilgrims, aren't I? Pilgrims. I've got to because I've got to get the pilgrim stuff. Right. This is Tobes. You have missed this. We now have campaign rules for Trench Crusade. They dropped today, so we're going through those now. I've just gone through all the patrons. Did we do? We didn't do the heretic one, did we? Oh no, we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah, you can transfer blood markers. Yes, we did. Right, so max field strength, reinforcements. The Trench Crusade, all warbands are part of one of the great military organisations or under the guidance of a powerful patron, and periodically receive reinforcements to offset their combat losses. Thus, after each battle, you can build your force back up to the current warband threshold value in gold if the warband value has fallen under. Hang on. Thus, after each battle, you can build your force back up to the current warband threshold value in gold ducats if the warband value has fallen under this threshold. So if I'm on battle number 4, I can go up to 1,000 if I've been killed and dropped below it. Is that right? When you do this, you must first do the following. Forgo exploration and looting phase completely. Your warband falls back and requests reinforcements, missing the opportunity to explore and loot. Give up and sell all weapons, armour and equipment that is not assigned to any of your models. Okay. Remember to adhere to the limits of equipment per model. Empty your warband treasury of all ducats. Once you've done this, calculate the current value of your warband. You may now buy new troops, weapons, armour and equipment up to the warband threshold value. Do not keep any leftovers. Gotcha. So that's like a panic. That's actually quite good, actually. So if your warband is just getting decimated, if you're purpley, for instance, and just every time you play, models keep dying, then by the time you get to battle number 6, you're not going to be at 1200. You might be at like 300. So you can like just kind of top it all up and get back up to 15 models with 1200 rating. That's quite good. Shots fired. When are you not looking at Trench Crusade? I'm not sure. When I get something else to paint, Games Workshop aren't releasing anything at the moment, so I don't have any Games Workshop stuff to do. And this is out and doing awesome. This is out and doing really, really cool. So we're just flicking through, and we've got some new stuff to look at today. So we're looking at the campaign rules. Disbanding. You may disband your old warband at the end of any game and start again with a new one. You may not dismiss any warrior from your warband. Your patrons expect you to use them to the last. All the warriors in the original warband and any equipment and other benefits they are required are lost. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just kill the warband. Models killed in action. When a model is killed, all their weapons, armor, and equipment is lost. Yeah. It is not possible to reallocate the fallen warriors' weapons or equipment once they die because they're just lost to it. Hey, Squeezle, how you doing? Campaign stages. Campaigns are divided into 3 stages: early, mid, and end game. We're in the end game now. You play a set number of games in each of these stages before moving on to the next. Once a player has played 11 battles in total, they can play no more until all other players have played 11 as well. Okay. At this stage, all the players play a game against another player who has also played 11. Once all the players have played their final battle scenario, you can determine who has won the campaign as explained below. So a campaign is 12 games. Late joiners. Players often want to join a campaign that is already in progress. This is fine, and new forces are purchased with the current warband reinforced threshold of the campaign. So this bit here. So if you're on game 5, then somebody joining can go in with 1114 maximum models. Winning the campaign, most victory points. Injuries and battle scars, right. When he's asleep. I mean, come on, like, let's have some scary angels. Let's have some scary angels. When then we can have some nightmares. Injuries and battle scars. Injuries and battle scars. Oh dear. Bad shroom trip angels. Whenever one of your elite models is taken out of action, you need to roll D66. Consult the injury chart. Unless rules state otherwise, each injury causes a battle scar. So mark this on your warband. You will notice that there are only 2 battle scar slots for your elite warriors. This means that if you sustain a 3rd scar, the model dies and can no longer be used in your campaign. If the model has an ability that allows for their revival, such as trench pilgrims can revive. Nice. They use it. When they return to life, they ignore the last battle scar that killed them, otherwise their profile remains the same. For non-elite models that suffer an out-of-action result during a battle, simply roll a d6. On a 1 to 2, they're dead. Okay, on a 3+, they survive. Okay, so what are the battle scars? Yeah. The wound proved to be fatal. The character was permanently lost, even if this was not the 3rd battle scar sustained. So don't roll double 1. Don't roll snake eyes. 37.2 degrees is a scary angle. 37.2. Severe nerve. Oh, sever nerve. All actions this model takes are now classed as risky actions. Oh, severe nerve damage, sorry. There's a damage there. Hand wound. -1 dice for melee. -1 dice for range. Are there any cool things? Mark down the opposing warband type that causes injuries, as well as a scenario if you play it again, the model fears all the enemy. Model cannot be deployed within 8 inches of a friendly model. Oh wow, that's cool. The model's movement characteristic is reduced by 2 inches. That's a leg wound. The not being deployed within 8 inches is called paranoid, which is good. It's cool. Expensive treatment. The character's wounds require constant treatment. It costs 10 ducats every single time it plays. Possessed. While unconscious, this model was possessed by a restless spirit of a dead soldier. If possible, this model must begin its activation with a dash, and this dash must cover a distance of at least 3 inches in a single direction. If this model is down at the start of activation, it must instead stand and then attempt to dash. If this model begins its activation in melee, it may ignore them. That's cool. Muscle damage, can't carry heavy. Okay, so if you roll any of the 60s. Oh, okay. So 36 to 62 is full recovery, no battle scar. That's not bad. So if you roll 4, 5, or a 6, so 40, 50, or 60, then it's pretty good by the looks of it. 63 ignores the effects of fear, and no battle scar is suffered. 64 is bitter lessons. The model loses all weapons, armor, and equipment it had. No battle scar is suffered. Sorry, bitter lessons is gains D3 experience points. Robbed is loses all weapons, but it doesn't have a battle scar. And then 66, it gets a facial scar. Due to a grudge, this model gains +1 dice for all melee attack actions against all enemies with the same faction keyword that took this character out of action. No battle scar suffered. That's cool. So if you die to heretics, if you're a trench pilgrim and you take an injury to a heretic, you then get +1 dice to all heretics. Awesome. Right, experience and advancement. Okay, where's the what experience can you get? Skill advancement rolls. Pick 2 of the 4 charts below: melee, strength, skills, range skills, stealth and speed skills, or wild card. Roll 2d6. If you already have the skill, choose the next lowest number on the table that has a skill you don't have. Okay, so you go down rather than up. Select which of the 2 skills generated you want. Oh, that's cool. Select which of the 2 skills generated you want the model to acquire and add it to your warband roster. That's good. So you don't get dumped with a skill that you don't really want. You always have a choice of 2. The .2 is very menacing. Hey Sublime, how you doing? Gather your promotion dice pool. Your pool starts with 1 dice in it. Add 1 dice if you won the battle. Add 1 dice for each glorious deed that your warband accomplished in the battle. Some abilities might grant you additional promotion dice. Distribute your promotion dice. Assign up to 2 promotion dice to each non-elite model in your army that is eligible for promotion. If every such model has been assigned 2 promotion dice, you have promotion dice remaining. You may assign dice so that no model has more than 2 or more dice than another. Okay, so you can't give one like 5 and the rest have 2. Roll your promotion dice in any order you wish. Select a promotion die and roll it. If it shows a 6, the model is promoted. Awesome. Only 1 model can be promoted. Okay, so that's why you pick and do it in a particular order. So you want to get your best ones promoted first. Maximum elites. Your warband can only have a maximum of 6 elites. If you are at maximum, you do not roll for promotions until your warband is reduced to fewer than 6 elites. Okay. Units that cannot be promoted. The units in each warband cannot be promoted to elite status. Oh, okay. So everything in New Antioch can go to elite. The Iron Sultanate, the Lions of Jabir, and Homunculi, House of Wisdom. Heretic Legion, the Wretched can't, that makes sense. Black Grail, Grail Thralls, Amalgam, and Grail Hounds. I'm very glad you can't have elite Grail Hounds. Trench Pilgrims, Ecclesiastic Prisoners, makes sense, and Anchorite Shrine. That's a shame. The Court, Yoke, Fiends, and Wretched, that makes sense. And then Allies. Note that Allies and Mercenaries cannot become elite models unless otherwise noted. Note that the models such as a Geotic Warlock and Combat Medic that are bought as part of the warband list can be promoted and claim elite status. Okay, so you can have, I think the Geotic Warlock is, I think that's in the Heretic Legion warband variant. I think that's right. Not Skeeter Dogs. Give me elite dogs. What do you mean give you elite dogs? You can have an elite dog in the New Antioch because you can have the little doggo, can't you? I think. New Antioch can have, yeah, there we go. And New Antioch can have a combat medic. So Geotic Warlock can go in the Heretic Legion, and a combat medic can go in the New Antioch. Limited potential. Some models have a limited capacity to gain experience and learn new skills. They might be too bestial, have limited intelligence to their potential might be supernaturally restricted. Such units can only gain 3 skill advancements. Okay, so new Antioch's not relevant. So Brazen Bull, War Wolf, and the Artillery Witch. Oh no, Zeo's going to be sad. Zeo is going to be sad, as Zeo's Artillery Witches can only have 3 skill advancements. Only 3 skills for Artillery Witches. Yep, Zeo, only 3 skills for Artillery Witches. And the Communicant can only have 3 as well. And the Desecrated Saint and the Pit Locust for the Court. Only, yeah, you can only have 3. Right, let's have a look at some of these skills. So the cool thing is for this is that depending on what your character is, you pick 2. You pick 2 of these to roll on every time you roll for a skill advancement, which is great. So it means that if you roll something rubbish on one of the charts, you've still got something to be backed up. So you're always going to be picking one of the 2 skills that you get, rather than, which is what usually happens when you're doing campaigns, is you roll, and it happens a lot in Lord of the Rings, for instance. Like you roll a dice and it's like, oh, I've got like +1 fate, not fate, like +1 will. Like great, I don't use will, things like that. So that's really, really good. Right, so melee and strength skills. Roll 2d6. So the average on 2d6, I don't know whether anybody knows that, but it's 7. So you are more likely than not to get +1 dice to the melee characteristic of the model. Hey Mannerings, how you doing? So on average, if you pick melee and strength, you're going to get +1 dice when you're in melee, which is good. And then moving away from the average, if you roll a 6 during any activation when it charges, you get +1 to hit. So that's still pretty good. Strength of Samson, this model gains strong and +1 dice to injure in melee attacks. Hard as Nails is 9. This model ignores the first down result in each battle. If this model is tough, it can instead ignore the down condition gained when it negates being taken out of action using the word tough. Oh, that's cool. Hey Leaf, how you doing? Yes, we do play. I'm definitely playing this game because it's nuts cool. Champion. When this model makes a melee attack, it can make an additional melee attack action with -1 dice penalty to hit. Using a single melee weapon it has equipped with. So that's almost like it's dual wielding. Surgical Strike. One of the melee attacks of this model ignores all armor once per activation. Holy shit! One of the melee attacks of this model ignores all armor once per activation. That's cool. And then 12 is pick one of the skills offered by your patron. I wonder whether that's the same on all of them. It is. So if you roll double 6, you can go and pick a patron skill. How does armor work? Armor modifies your injury rolls. So if you go and have a look at the injury chart, once you have hit your model, you roll on the injury chart here. So if I roll a 7 on the injury chart, then the model is down. However, if he is wearing standard armor, it's -1 to injury rolls, so the 7 becomes a 6 and it just counts as a minor hit, and you give him a blood marker instead. So armor, so if you have machine armor, it's -3. So to take a machine, to take somebody who's got machine armor out of action, you have to roll a 12. Because 12 -3 is 9. So you've got to roll a double 6. Okay, so ranged skills. Again, the average is 7, so it's exactly the same as the melee one. +1 dice to range characteristic, which is cool. Oh, we didn't do the other ones. Double 1 is also a pick a skill by your patron. One day you'll be able to use an app to play games like this, and finally I'll be able to play. Yes, there are people are playing TTS with this already in the Discord. There's a TTS section in their Discord for playing it. This model treats the first down result it suffers as being a minor hit instead, which is good. So that's like a mini tough, which is quite good. Enemy models suffer a -1 dice to hit this model with melee attacks. When this model is touching a piece of terrain, it gains +1 dice to hit and injure with melee attacks. That's interesting. That's quite interesting. Right, let's have a look at the range stuff. So +1 dice on the range for the average one, and then on a 2 you can pick a patron skill. Hunter on a 3. This model ignores all penalties from cover when making a ranged attack. Okay, so cover gives you minus dice when you're making a ranged attack. Gunslinger, if armed with 2 pistols, this model can make ranged attack actions with both of them when making a ranged attack. So you're pew-pew-pewing. In addition, this model suffers no penalty for using the pistol in the offhand. That's brilliant. Okay, far shot. Far shot. You can add 6 inches to the range of any pistols, rifles, or jezails. Oh no! I thought it was going to be the bow. Thought it was going to be the bow because you can make that. You can make the bow that you can take for the assassins 46-inch range, which is just silly. Why would you even want to do that? I don't know, but yeah, it's brilliant. 6 inches, that's huge. It is. When most of the ranges are like 12 inches, an extra 6 inches is quite good. Sniper's Nest. This model gains +2 dice instead of +1 when shooting from an elevated position. That's awesome. Point blank. When this model makes a melee attack, it may make a ranged attack instead. This model, this is instead of making a melee attack, so you can fire in combat. Hip shot. Any ranged weapon this model has gains assault, so you can move. Shoot. Yeah, move, shoot, charge. Headshot. Ranged attacks with this model because you can't normally charge if you've shot that same term unless it has assault. So range attacks with this model ignore armor on a critical result on the action success chart, so 12+. And then a patron skill if you roll a 12. Okay, so that's the ranged stuff. Strength, stealth and speed. So I might be rolling on this one quite a lot with my assassins. The average is sprinter, so add +1 dice to dash actions. So it's cool. So you can be super speedy. 2 and 12 is pick your patron skill. 3 is Sixth Sense. As long as a model has no blood markers, treat any down result as a minor hit instead. That's bloody cool. That's really cool. Assassinate. You gain +1 dice to hit against models that have not been activated. So sneaky. Shadow Walker. Yes, please. Enemy models from long range made. Enemy attacks from long range made this model. There's a slight typo somewhere in there. Enemy attacks from long range made on this model, or made to this model, or made at this model, suffer an additional -1 dice penalty to hit. Athletic. Add +1 dice to all climb, jump, and diving charge actions this model takes. Injuries from falling damage against this model are rolling with -1 dice. Let me just throw this in Discord. There's a slight typo in there. Just messaging to us in Discord. Stealth and speed skills. Cool. That's a quick bit of editorial. Disengage. When this model retreats, enemy models do not get a free attack against it. That's cool. Incoming. When this model charges, it rolls an additional d6 and picks the highest result. This is cumulative with other such bonuses. How should I back this? I kind of like the Heretic Legion, but that's because I picture BJ Blazkowicz murdering them in a castle. How should you back this? Target, if I were you, Target, because you are part of the Discord, if you go into the Trench Crusade part in the Discord, you will see that you will see what we've got covered, kind of thing. So then you can back the book, and then add. You can add a bundle, for instance. So you could back the book and add a bundle for STLs if you wanted to. There we go. So. Hang on, let me show you. So if you go to Trench Crusade in here, scroll up. That's if you want STLs. I don't know whether you. So these are all the STLs that we've currently got. So you could grab the book and then add in, for instance, you could grab the book and then add in the mercenaries, or you could grab the book and add in the trench terrain or stuff, the STLs for the trench terrain, and then we're going to share between everybody on all that, share all the STLs between everybody here. Okay, wildcard skills. Patron skill. Pick one of the skills offered by your patron. Shay is back. Pick one of the skills offered by your patron for 2 and 12. The average is 7, so you're adding +1 dice to any action this model has, except for range or melee. And then going away from that, so if you roll a 3, you add 1 to the maximum number of scars this model can sustain. That's cool. That's very cool. So you can have 3 scars before you get killed. 'Tis but a scratch. You may re-roll any injuries on the injury chart for this model. The second result stands. That's good. That's good. So you can always kind of fish for the 4, 5, or a 6, so that you don't get an injury, so you don't get a scar. You can have 7 elites instead of 6. That's cool. While this model is in your warband has the extra dice exploration skill. Where's the exploration skills? Oh, here's the explorations. We'll get to that in a minute then. Show off. Add 1 additional dice to the promotion dice pool after each battle. Sweet baby Lucifer. 1 point. Yes, it is. So it's at 1.5 here. It's $3,000 from $2 million. It's not even that. It's 2,000. Oh my word. It's just silly. Yeah. So it's what is it? 3,000. Oh my! It's still going. It's still going. It's still going up. 851. 851. It's just gone up again. We could do a stream where we're just looking at this go up. This is ridiculous. 5 days to go. So yeah, target. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Right, Glory Hand. At the end of each battle, if this model was fielded and was not taken out of action, your warband gains a glory point. Excellent. And then at the end of the battle, choose any elite model in your warband except this one, and you gain + experience point. That's cool. Right, exploration. Determine the number of exploration dice each player has. Roll the exploration dice. Determine the number of exploration dice. Okay, so number of battles. So first 2 battles you have 3 exploration dice. And then between 3 and 5 battles you have 4 exploration dice. And if you're a winner you can re-roll one of the dice. So you roll them. Each rolls their dice and consults the results by adding the numbers together to get your exploration score. So the exploration score There's the exploration. Is that the exploration? Common exploration table. Yeah, there we go. Moonshine stash. So when I get the pledge manager, should I be able to add extra money? Yes. Yeah. So the way Kickstarter works is that you back the project, and then once the project ends, well, I don't know whether it says this anywhere. Once the project ends, so in 5 days' time, you're going to be sent a link to the project manager, and the project manager allows you to confirm your pledge, or add little bits onto your pledge. They have said down here. They have said somewhere down here that if you want to add like individual miniatures, you just add it onto the pledge and then you sort it out in the pledge manager later. Yeah, the pledge manager allows you to add everything in. So you could, if you wanted to, pledge for just the book, and then when the pledge manager comes out, you just add everything else onto it. But once the pledge manager is here, you can say, I want this, I want this, I want this, and you'll click through everything. So that's all on the pledge manager at the end. I haven't done a lot of Kickstarters. I think I've done 2. I think I've done 2 in the past. One was for a watch that was rubbish, and one was for some paint. I did the scale colour paint set. So yeah, the pledge manager, and I think the pledge manager. I think the pledge manager is. No way, Target, you legend, Target, brilliant. I think you have about a month between the pledge manager opening. So I think you have a month between the project ending on here. So after 5 days, when the project ends, I think. Oh my god, it's still going up. After 5 days, you then have a month to kind of fill in and complete the pledge manager. It'll all make sense, I promise. Once this gets to 0 and this finishes, it will all make sense. So we have everything. So the only thing we need now, purple, is the terrain. Amazing. Amazing. It still stands purpley. I'll go halves with you for the terrain if nobody picks it up. Although I think Zio, are you still in chat? We have coffee stirrers and mud. I think Zio, you're still in chat. So Zio could, if he wanted to, pick up the train, and then we got everything. Oh right. I think so. Hey Whiskey, Clegg, if you just scroll up in the Discord, in that Discord thing, and there's a list of what everybody's getting. And there's a new room as well. There's a new room in Discord, so as soon as it finishes, we can just kind of double check and make sure that we've got everything covered between us as well. Right, so warband exploration skills. Warband exploration skills. Roll 1 extra exploration die. Duplicate after roll. Right, okay, where's the exploration? Here we go. So if you get a 4, you found a moonshine stash. You find a hidden stash, strong distilled. You can distribute it during the next battle. Your warband makes morale rolls with +2 dice. That's cool. Destroy. Up to 2 of your elite gain +1 experience point. Why would you get 2 experience points for... Maybe they drink it and go, oh dear, I'm never doing that again. Heavy weapons cache. You find a heavy weapons cache. Yeah, so there is a... Just to show you quickly in Discord. For those of you who are signed up, there's a new room. So everybody who's on here, there's a new room in here that I'll add target to that room so that we can coordinate. Target, thank you, dude. That's really cool. Destroying moonshine stashes. Heavy weapons cache. You found a heavy weapons cache. Choose 1. Surplus. Choose 1 heavy weapon in your warband's armory. Add 1 of those weapons to your warband's roster for free. You cannot exceed the limit. That's amazing. That's really cool. Or specialize. You may purchase a glory item that costs 5 glory or less and is allowed. That's also cool. 1595 to go. No way, really? Oh my god. Oh my god! It's not even 1595 anymore. It's 1404. 2 million! $2 million, guys. $1,400. We should see. Yeah, we should definitely see 2 million. I reckon. I do reckon we'll. I mean, it's still a long way to go, and I realise that. I reckon we'll see £2 million by the end of 5 days. 8486. I mean, we could. Dear, wow. Right, let's carry on reading some of these because we need to get some. We need to get through some of this. Add a troop flag. Okay, what do troop flags do? Has anybody found the rules for troop flags? Scope of the project has changed, but they've done so. Captain, were you here when I read through the update that they posted yesterday? You reckon $2.5 million? They've done a really cool update where they've said we're not going to get like carried away and put too much investment in. We're just going to deliver on this project and then go from there, and kind of it just allows us to add things after the project. Because we don't want this to be a flash in the pan. And with things like this, that it's very easy to go, oh, well, this is really popular, and kind of get ahead of yourself. 853. Yeah, it's a good way of going about it. It's, I mean, yeah, really cool. I mean, what they could do is like everybody who's worked on the project, they could just like double their. So the people who've done the artwork and the people who've done the writing, the stories and things, they could just double their pay. Out of that, that would be a really cool thing to start with. Depending on what they paid them, of course. Anyway, yeah, what do troop flags do? Allies and mercenaries, let's put that one there because we need the rules slightly more. Flag. Do you have a flag? Do you have a flag? Troop flag. Okay, so everybody can have a troop flag. What the hell does a troop flag do? Troop flag, here we go. Grants +1 dice to all morale tests. As long as it's not down or out of action. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's cool. I'll definitely need a... Now, that's the next question. Do the really cool, weird, twisted trench things that I've got, have they got a flag? Do you have a flag? He can certainly be made to have a flag. Okay. Doesn't look like it, however, I'll just give him a flag. It changes things, it makes them more confident at what they've created. Yeah, definitely. I've messaged them about, when they did the update yesterday, about the third-party stuff. I've messaged them about compatible with Trench Crusade, because I don't want to do it. I don't want to write stuff and sell it. But compatible, I think, would be cool. I think that makes sense. We'll see. Where are we? Yeah, troop flag. Add a troop flag for your warbands for free. You cannot exceed your warband's limit of troop flags in this way. Add a field shrine. What the hell is a field shrine? Have we got a Google field shrine now as well? Shrine. What's the field shrine? Field Shrine. Should have gone the other way. Should have gone upwards. Field Shrine. Can be placed on the battlefield in your deployment zone. Acts as 3 models for morale tests. It has a base size of 40 mil. Can be destroyed if any type of attack hits it. What does it do? I don't know what he does. Right, okay. Add up to 30 ducat of ducat worth of equipment to your warband's roster for free. You cannot exceed your warband's limit, or you can purchase a glory item of 7 glory. This is awesome. So you can get some free stuff with exploration. It affects morale tests. I had a feeling it might, but I didn't know what it did. Guess you would have to know how morale test works. So if you lose, I think it's half. If you lose a certain number of models, then you have to take a morale test. A morale test is basically an action test, and then modifying for the amount of models that you've got taken out of action. Let me find it. And then once you've failed it, you can choose not to fail it. But
Melee and ducats. Melee and ducats.
melee and ducats. It adds 3 to that number. It will be half. It adds 3 to that number. Oh, yeah, it adds 3 to the... Makes it harder for you to break. That makes sense. Why did I go that way for morale? It's clearly at the beginning here. Right. So... your warband may abandon the battle if it suffers too many casualties. When at least half your warband is down or out of action, roll the action success chart, so you need a 7. If you fail, your warband flees and loses the battle immediately. If both warbands are required to take the test, the smaller warband tests first. Optional rule: a warband that loses a morale test can decide, instead of fleeing, that the warband is shaken. Actions taken by models in a shaken warband are all considered risky actions, and after 1 turn the warband recovers to its normal state and is no longer considered shaken. If it fails a morale test again, it flees. So you have that little bit in there. Melee and duck cats. Duck cats. So that's that. Right, let's get to there. And then survivor, yeoman, except it doesn't have a range weapon. Ecclesiastic prisoner. You find an ecclesiastic prisoner. Amazing. You find a soldier staggering in no man's land. A deserter perhaps, or a squaddy. Iron Sultanate, you find an Azab. Heretic Legion or the Court, you find a Wretched. And then a Black Grail, you find a Grail Thrall. Brilliant. Right, what's the best thing you can get? Warband Strongbox. Add up to 120 ducats worth of weapons. Armor and sorry, I'm guessing that's ducats. 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 Weapons, armor, and equipment to your warband's roster for free. You cannot exceed the limit. That's awesome. You may purchase any combination of glory items allowed to your warband with a total cost of 9 glory or less. I still need to make a tank. I definitely need to make a tank. I'm going to print... I will obviously print that tank, because that tank is amazing and cool. Rare exploration. Angelic instrument. An angelic instrument. Abandoned prophecy radio post. Stash of drugs and erotica. You find a motherlode of forbidden objects and chemicals extremely high in demand. Choose one. You can indulge in the stash of drugs and erotica. From now on, your warband makes morale check rolls with +1 dice. Are there any rules for tanks for this, or will it just be terrain? No, I will just use them as terrain. I would be slightly tempted to write some rules for a tank, but it would be very crude, and it would be more about its movement. Like, it wouldn't be able to fire every turn, so it would move really slowly. You'd fire it every other turn. It would make you'd place a template down and things like that. But mainly, I think I would just use it as terrain. Maybe even just movable terrain. Right. Sell. You can sell the pawn for 120 ducats, or you can confiscate it and gain some glory points. Note: trench pilgrims must confiscate. That's amazing. That's brilliant. So you find some drugs and erotica, but if you are trench pilgrims, you must confiscate them. Saint reliquary. You find a well-hidden reliquary of a fallen saint. Add a saintly relic to your warband's roster for free. This piece of equipment can only be carried by an elite model. A model with the saintly relic gains the keyword tough, but loses the keyword infiltrator should it have it, and can never have cover. This is cool as well. It's so cool. High-ranking captive ransom. Okay. Legendary exploration. How do you get to the legendary and the rare stuff then? Find out which you should use. Consult the following chart. Oh, okay. So the more battles you fight, the higher up the exploration charts you roll. Cool. Legendary one. Lock of Samson's hair. You find a lock of Samson's hair imbued with unlimited strength of the strongest warrior that ever lived. This item is a piece of equipment that the following rules. The model gains the keyword strong and adds +1 to all injury rolls. Fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. This is brilliant. Glory items. Sniper scope for 2 glory points. A cup of filth. This piece of equipment can be used with any rifle. Ranged attacks with the weapon ignore the penalties for long range. I'm getting really tired. I don't quite know why I'm getting so tired. Cup of filth. Up to 4 thralls to drink from it. A model that drank from the cup gains +1 dice to dash. Yes! Sexy Science Hannah! The Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch. Holy grenades have a blast radius of 2 inches. All models within 2 inches of the target are hit, but the models other than the original target roll injuries with -1 dice. Add 1 dice to the injury rolls against the target with the keyword Black Grail or Demonic. Limit 3 trench pilgrims only. A Holy Hand Grenade! A Killage. These are swords of the warriors sworn to follow the martial ideals of Furicire. Curved swords of unsurpassed sharpness. When using this weapon, roll all the injuries at +1. So tired. Surely this can only be used on turn 3. That's really good. That's a really good point. The Holy Hand Grenade can only be used on turn 3. That is a very, very good point. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158 159 Congratulations. Congratulations, Trench Crusade. And it's still going up at an absolute fuck ton. How many glory points to recruit the Rabbit of Kebanog? 2,001,400. No, sorry, $2,001,411. Still got 5 days to go, guys. $2,001,868. I want to know, does it go up and then the backers go up? Or is it when like somebody adds to the... I suppose it's a bit of both, isn't it? I'm so tired. Why am I so tired, guys? $1,868. Oh yeah, and then there's $2 million on top of that. Wow. Just wow. I'm so happy for him. So happy for them. It's so cool. Yeah, Zio, if you're in chat. If you're in chat, Zio. Just grab that. And some hell accessories or something. Wow. 1,600. I like the models in the set and headers, so I reckon I'll go for those if I end up backing it. Do it, Whiskey. Do it. Whiskey, do it. Do it, Whiskey. Do it, Whiskey. Yeah, super cool. Right, let's have a look. A rocket-propelled grenade. It would be really funny if we rolled down here and there was a rabbit. How funny would it be if there was a rabbit? There's a donkey's drawboat. Executioner's axe, yes please. 7 glory points. Armor of Kabar. Dual winged armor. This is amazing. This is really cool. Armor of the Fly. Resurrection engine. Great banner of New Antioch. Sultanate Grand Cannon. A Sultanate Grand Cannon. One-handed 48-inch range plus 2 dice to injury. Ignores armor. If this attack hits his target but does not take it out of action, the target is plus 1d6 away. Stopping if they hit another model or solid piece of terrain. Bloody hell. What does the Brazen Bull model look like? Oh my god, it's still going up. It's just relentless. Where's the Brazen Bull? Oh, it's that dude, isn't it? I think you can find her. Alright. Beelzebub's Embrace. It's 20 glory points. The model loses its own arms. You're in for New Antioch and Heritage Legion and probably a few individual models for painting from the other factions too. Amazing harumph. Amazing harumph. Congrats, dude. Gains 4 melee attack actions, resolved exactly as if it was armed with 4 trench clubs, without the offhand penalty. If all 4 hit, and the target is on a 32 or smaller base, it is immediately taken out of action, regardless of any rules it may have. Fucking hell. Beelzebub's Embrace. I'm gonna hug you until you die. Oh, it's just so twisted and amazing. Right, where are some of the other... Right, let's have a look through some of these other ones. Smokescreen. Knighthood. At the end of the battle, your warband gains an additional glory point. Okay. Locust Spittle Battlefield title. Book of Battle Prayers. As an action, the model equipped with this book may attempt to speak a blessing. If successful, they may grant any model within 12 inches a blessing marker. This book occupies one hand at all times, and the equipped model cannot dash, as they must maintain their continuous litany of prayers. The Plague Knight is such a nice mini. I'll have to grab it for belt. Yes. So in terms of like just one-off really cool models, the Plague Knights are really cool. The Hell Knights I like as well. The Hell Knights, I think the Hell Knights are awesome. They're really cool. I like pretty much everything in the court model, in the court range. And then of course you get the Trent Pilgrim ridiculousness. Executioner's Axe. So 7 glory points for an Executioner's Axe. Heretic only. So I could give that. I could give that to my Sin Eater. Did I find the... Where did I put that model? Did I put it on... Did I put it in my collections? Trent Crusade. Did I put him in here? Yeah, there. That's what I was thinking of using for my Sin Eater. And there's loads of these as well. The sculptor does loads of these. Loads of different ones up. So that would be cool. Then you can have the Executioner's Axe. Book of Battle Prayers. Knighthood. Damascus Armour. This armour confers -2 modifier to any injury rolls. Modifier applies even against attacks that ignore armour. Adds +1 to the scars of the model. Only one model can ever wear this armour and it cannot be swapped. Cannot be worn by a Sultanate. Hang on. Cannot be worn by a model that does not have the keyword Sultanate. Okay, so it's Sultanate only. Masterworks Jezzail, 2-handed, 36-inch range, +1 dice to hit. Crit. If you roll greater than the required 7 to hit, you can also hit another model if it is in distance equal to the number you beat the 7 by. That's awesome. Salvage Golem. The Mark of Cain. The first murderer. Cain, the first murderer, is marked by God. Demonic Aura Grenade. This is really cool. Right. Oh, is it another one? 2 million! If 1 million was already a number we considered fanciful, then 2 million is just mind-blowing. We sincerely never thought we'd get this far. Thank you. $2 million, guys. Thank you again for everything. We will make Trench Crusade into the game you all want and you can play for years to come. Of course, you've all read my words of thanks more than enough, so I'm going to turn to the proverbial mic over to the game's creator, Tumas. Tumas, who can, like, talk the hind legs off her. Yeah, I have no words to convey both my gratitude and excitement for the support the community has given us. We will strive to be worthy of the trust you have placed on us. First, we want to fulfill the Kickstarter until each and every one of you has everything you've pledged for. This is our sole focus for the immediate future. But afterwards, your support has ensured us that we will have... Oh, look at this. Ensure that in the future we can look at things like the Hebrew Knights, the Church of Metamorphosis, the Lithuanian-Polish Commonwealth, Hussars, the remnants of the Varangian Guard, horrors of the Path of the Beast, and much, much more. Let us walk this path together. Factions galore, guys. Factions galore. Thank you for believing in our weird little game. Your support means the world to me, and I look forward to dreaming up freakish weirdos for you all to with years to come. Well, suitably mindful. Oh, we get sketches. Oh, it's amazing. Right, okay. Suitably mindful. I'm finding it hard to put my gratitude into words. To all you valiant pilgrims and despicable heretics, I bestow upon you the biggest, soppiest, most heartfelt virtual hug I can summon. Because of your... I'm not even going to say that word because you all keep taking the piss out of me. I can continue sculpting those freakish weirdos that keep falling out of Mike's brain and into his sketchbook. Thanks so much, you bloody amazing people. Kislever coming to Trench Crusade. Hendy's very happy. The dice mechanics are what sold me. 2d6 with advantage, disadvantage is a really interesting system. Yes, it's yeah. I don't think it's... initially, I didn't think it was like a groundbreaking idea. And I still don't think it is, but it's a very clever system. I think it's a very clever system. Wow. Radiation laserhead, ionized what the? Vlad Romanian armor. That's a vampire. Make contact. The voices whisper through the doorway. What is going on? I'm not. That's. Is that? That's. Right, well, there we go. We're sorted. I don't have to do this anymore. They're already doing it. They're already doing it. They're already doing it. Old Testament angels. Right, well, I may as well just delete the message I sent to Tumas asking him stuff. Soldier's depiction of a seraphim imprisoned in a sanitarium. Whole hospitals treating the victims of angels. Rheinmetall Henrik Zimmerit, Heinrich von Maschen. Vampire This is insanely cool. Wow. All the really cool stuff is paid DLC. God damn it, how dare they? Told you the idea was amazing. The Old Testament angels are fitting for the vibe. Oh, wow. Wow. What's it at now? It's gone up 3,000. It's gone up hang on, no, it's gone up $6,000 in like the last 10 minutes. How dare they? I hate it when people want payment for their work. If they add vampires, you know I will make a vampire warband. I mean, I think everybody will make a vampire. I've in my head, I've already written like 5 warbands. I love these skirmish games because they're so accessible to, oh, I'll just make a warband. It's 10 models. That's it. So you just have a laugh and create a warband. I'm gonna have as much fun creating thematic warbands as I am playing the game. I think I like that it's reasonable to make one of each faction. Yeah, totally. 2 million ducats. 2 million. I have 12 Warcry warbands and 7 kill teams. Exactly. I've got what, loads of the underworlds. Just because it's so accessible and so easy. It's so clever. I love the setting. I can't hype about it anymore. I'm not very good at articulating how cool it is and why it's so cool. I'll get there. Angels though, angels. That I don't want to know what that is. That looks grim. That looks incredibly grim. That's brilliant though. I have a bajillion kill teams, 4 fully painted. Are you going to get the Ratlings and the Orcs? I got a couple of the Underworlds ones, never played. Underworlds is alright. I'm not entirely sure that I'm happy with what they're doing with the new edition, but it's fine. Wow. I have to scroll past that picture quite quickly, as I'm sure you'll understand. Okay, is there anything Is there anything? Has anybody got any 3D print stuff that they have found that they want to share? I'm so tired. I've been a Rattling Pank fan ever since the old metal models I got for an early Millennium Imperial Guard. I'm definitely getting a new starter. The MDF terrain looks gorgeous, and I always was a bit cross I missed out on the Heroes boxes. Yeah, that's quite interesting. The MDF stuff is it's an intrigue. I love this artwork. I love this artwork. I want them to do prints. Do you think? Check this out. Yegi. Oh yeah, I've seen this. This was what I was going to base my thing on. This is what I was going to base my faction on. That was going to be like my Seraphim leader. Which factions are in the new starter again? It's Death Guard versus Marines. How much is that one? $8. I kind of want that. $8. Pre-supported in 32mm scale. Yeah, it's the Warhammer Heroes blind boxes. Yeah, the MDF terrain is interesting. That's really nice. Yeah. Yeah, that would be really cool. I like the idea of just putting it in my bag along with my team to go, yes, that's true. That's true, I guess, because it's flat. I kind of wish they did yeah. That's cool. I kind of wish they did like plug together plastic terrain, because they make the best plastic miniatures. Anyway, that's awesome. This is insane. Fantastic. But I get like just assemble and play. I get that it's like it's really accessible, but I don't want it to become the norm, if that makes sense. Lower barrier of entry and all. I kind of get the lower barrier of entry and everything, but yeah, I don't know. I like it as a norm for starter boxes. I don't think I do. Are you being a terrain? I don't know, Hendy. Is trying to get thoughts like out. Yeah, I don't know. It's really good because like they're already painted, but you want to play on really cool terrain, but then you'd rather paint models than you would paint terrain, and I don't know. MDF is good, and the stuff in the quilting box is the best anyone has ever made without needing extra work. Awesome. Now don't get me wrong, I love making and playing cool terrain. I just don't want I don't want it to become a norm. I think having a box or two as like entry points is fine. Gets you going. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's good. I thought it was an interesting. I wasn't expecting it. Don't think it's a replacement. I don't think it'll be a replacement. I wish they'd make more faction terrain. Like I'd wish they'd make like Eldar L-shaped ruins and Tyranid L-shaped ruins, if they're like, because everything's played on L-shaped ruins now. Yeah. Yeah, cardboard ruins in the second-hand box. That's very true. That's very true, actually. Target. Yeah, we did get cardboard ruins. She's awesome. What's that? Is that the black? Is that the Black Grail? Oh, this is such a cool piece of artwork. It's fucking. Where's the Black Grail? Is that Black Grail artwork? I think it's a murder nun. I can't remember what faction it was related to. The car buildings and a fair amount of just let me print. I hope we get the files. I mean, if the pledge managers, because if the pledge manager is a month, we're going to get the files over Christmas, aren't we? Need to find a cool castigator as well, and a war prophet. There's like 3 or 4 models that I'm like, I think I can find a better one than that. Oh, she's so cool. She's so cool. I kind of want to print her slightly larger as well. Where is she? Yeah, there. I kind of want to print her slightly larger. Still on a 25mm base. Just like her head up here somewhere, and then the. Yeah. Considering 40k in field is mostly L-shaped rooms, everybody else is the most logical and cost-effective way to manufacture terrain. Yeah. Like cost-effective and stuff. Like. I don't know. Like cost-effective. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. I get that it's cheap, and I get that it's really good entry level. Just in a weird, like, can't decide whether I like the idea or not. Which is wrong. It's like, I do like the idea, I just can't decide whether. I don't know. It's not even like. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about it because I'm going to talk myself in. I'm going to end up talking myself around in circles, and then you're all going to get cross. Building a massive medieval house. I want to build it. Actually, before I get too tired to finish, I want to Google and find some tanks. What was it? Was it 156 scale? Was it 156 scale tank? Oh, there we go. That's it. See, that's resin though. I want plastic. I want a plastic kit. Chris, right around. See, I want a plastic kit for that. 156 Panzer. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. What's that one? Do an armoured car. That's World War II though. We need some World War One. If we put World War One. Is that resin? Is that a 3D print? I think that's a 3D print. That one. £6. There we go. Oh, it's 176 scale. Damn it, you lied. So we want that tank in 156 scale. These are all 176, aren't they? Yeah. They're all 176. Okay. We want that tank in 156 scale. going to have to do it in resin, aren't we? We're just going to have to print it. 156 will look tiny, do you think? We're going to have to go larger than 156. Warlord Games. 156 scale. Oh, wow. So that. Oh, page not found. Might be a bit compact. What scale do you reckon, Hendy? And they look small next to 28mm bolt action models. Okay, what scale do you reckon, dude? .148. Okay. Let's 148 tank. That's fine. That's fine. I want a plastic kit. That's 176. $135, $35. Oh, I'm so tired. BA tankers are out of scale for 28mm. Google seconds of 148. That's the kind of thing. I mean, the tank hunter that was in this. Was it in this one? No. Which was the tank in? I think the tank was in 2. Was it in 2? Yeah. The tank. That tank that's in this, I think would be awesome because I love the kind of tank hunters look as well. Right. Anyway, 135. What are we looking for? 148. 148. Oh, that's easy. 148 Panzer. 48. No, go away. Tanks. Challenger 2. Should we just throw a challenge? Should we just throw a Challenger 2 into Trench Crusade? Ooh. Tiger. Wooden biplanes from hell. Yes. Wooden biplanes would be cool. That's some real nerd shit. This is some real nerd shit. I'm trying, Tomb King. What? Oh, that's cool. Churchill Mark 7. Love the look of a Nash horn. Where's the Nash horn? It isn't. They started using existing tank kits and then got artillery to do them. Loads of kits. They might have taken some of the kits in-house. Oh, nice one. Antioch made some real fockers to turn the tide. Yeah, that is kind of cool, isn't it? And then where... I mean, if we're doing tanks, we should probably be like de Havilland. Biplane. That's really cool. Cromwell. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. That thing. Hendy will know what era that is. Is that the right era? Looks a little new. $1940. Too late. Damn it! They use existing popular model scales is probably a more accurate way of putting it. It's more mobile artillery. Ah, there we go. Is that it? No! I think Cromwell might be one. 148 plastic World War I tank kits. Right, let's try this one. So there basically aren't very many of them. Scale model shop? Yeah, I love scale model shop. Tiger 1. Is that World War One? That's insane. That's insane. A Sturm Tiger. 1944. Nope. It's all going to be World War II, isn't it? That's cool. Panzer. Matilda. Is the Matilda one? No, that's definitely 2, isn't it? Oh my god, get that one. What, the crazy silly one? The Sturm Tiger. Kaboom. You just got add a massive barrel to it. World War II. I'm struggling here, Henster. Have a bulldozer. Armoured car. The Panzer 8 mouse. Was that on that last page that I flicked through? Panzer 38T. Matilda was World War II beginning in North Africa. Just make it out of holy steel and add crosses. There's got to be some. There's got to be. We're going to get some. British Sherman. The M4A1 Sherman tank. I think that's. Can we just have the Tiger? I mean, the Tiger. I'm guessing is. Doesn't have a date. Doesn't have a date. We can use it. The Tigers are the most overrated tank in history. Okay, I will bow to Hendy's knowledge on this. I will not allow. I will not allow it. I'm not gonna upset Henster. Crew of 18. The A7V Stupper Panzerwagen. Come on, we'll find one. We'll find one. We'll find a cool one. Like if all else fails, we do have this one, which is fine. We can just print that. Okay, German heavy tank destroyer. That's ridiculous. That's a house on tracks. That's cool. That could look really cool. What year is that? I bet that's like 1930s. 1943. Fuck's sake. Why is tank so difficult? 3D print a whippet. A whippet. A whippet. Whip. I mean, I could. Ooh. See, this is why you have Hendy in chat. Hendy goes, do this, and you're like, okay, let's have a look. Oh wow. You can get plastic kits, but they all seem to be 135 or 172. That was the issue. I was like, if I 3D print a tank, I can make it exactly the scale and size that I want. But a plastic tank is easier to kind of hack apart and like stick things on and do stuff with. So I was like, if I could find a plastic one, that would be cool. What's that? Russian tank destroyer. I mean, that's like 1940s for sure, isn't it? But yeah, that would be cool. What was it? Was it an S? It was an S. Hang on. Was it an ISU 153? Yes, that was the one. That ISU 153. That was the one that somebody recommended. Or 152. That looks cool. That could be really, really cool. But there's like, I can't find any kits for that. Okay, German Panzerkampfwagen. What's the one next to it? 1941. Okay. Tiger 1. We're not doing Tigers because Hendy has banned them because they're overrated shit. Which is good to know. Just no Abrams. What's your favourite tank, Hendy? I think Hendy's going to have a really cool favourite tank. Oh. Oh my god. German Quagen super heavy tank, World War One, £139. I mean, it's cool as shit. KV2. That's a Lego one, isn't it? Military model kits, 148. Proper World War One. Check out the A7V or the A7VU. The A7V. A7V. Yes. I mean, I think it's that. I think it's got to be that. I've got to find a file to that, haven't I? Because that's just like the iconic shape that you have in your head of a World War I tank. Char B1 looks more World War I. Char B1. The A7V, the A7V U. Oh, there we go. Mark IV tank. So what happens if we put a Whippet Mark A medium tank? What was it? A Mark IV tank. Mark IV tank. Return back to the brick tank. Which one was the brick tank? Was that one the brick tank? The Whippet? That one? I need to find the file to this. I'm not buying somebody else's prints because I don't like their prints. The one with a roll bar. 40 quid. 40. See, that's why I don't want to buy theirs. 40 quid for their print. So I need to find the file for this. But with cooler tracks. It's just cool. Oh yeah, it's cool. Yeah, no, it is. That's the one. That's the one I. That's the one I would like to find. Hang on, what if I just do World War One? Now that would what would religious tanks look like though? Right. Have you not seen the tanks, Avian? Where's the there was a there it is. Hang on, I need to close some of these down. What the hell? Where's the tanks in that? Yeah, tanks. Needs more church. Looks like you can find the STL files for the Mark IV on Fiverr on the net. Best I can find is a 148 scale German Sturmversion. There we go. £3.90. Boom. Done. Or €3.90. Sorted. And then just print it at an appropriate scale. 25mm is about 65%, so it's baited for 28mm per second, so you've printed it 100%. What if a tank has incense throwers instead of flamethrowers? Go on, you. I don't know, I just want them to make me go, oh my god, awesome, not, oh, they slapped a few crosses on it and called it a day. Yeah, well, that's, so, you know what I'm like with conversions. I hate just slapping shit on. I don't like just slapping shit on. What's this thing? What's that? That's insane. That one. Mark 8? Mark 8 Liberty. That's a really bad sculpt. No, it looks like a good sculpt, it's just a bad print. That's cool. There's a Chimera. Because can't do tanks, they don't have a torso to twist. It's a Chimera with a massive gun on the top. What was the one Hendy said? What was the one Hendy said? I don't know what one. It looked like. Did it look like that? Oh, it was a Whippet. That was it. Could also do the made-up one from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Probably an STL out there for that. Yeah, something like that. Something like that would be the goal, I think. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. I think you do that one. And it's got to be in bits, right? Hopefully, anyway. Supported STL. Oh, maybe not. That can't be hollow. That can't be. The files strictly personal and access. No. Model includes both standard and pre-supported and hollowed. It's provided in 28mm. Okay. Oh, ruins. That's cool. Right, so add to Trench Crusade. Click. Are there any other tanks? Might be wrong, but the male versus female was the change of armament. The Last Crusade one was a Mark 1 that was probably modified. I kind of like that one as well. Oh, what's that one? One with a bulldozer. Replacement parts for Lehman Russ. Oh my god, look at the state of that. A Renault. Very old school Land Raider, yeah. That. Wouldn't you want a turret to be a pulpit? Depends which way you made the tank. I don't want to do now. That has probably, yeah. This is cool. I don't want to do a Sis as a battle tank where you just put a church on tracks. Hey Cryo, how you doing? so tired. That's cool. I like that one. I've no idea what this one is. Hendy will know what this one is. It's a Ford 3-ton tank, M1918. Is that the year 1918? 135, 148, 172. I mean, it's the right scale as well, so I know that they've sculpted it with the scale in mind. Plenty of room for flair, yeah. There's plenty, and I love the fact that it's got the oh yeah, that spring anyway. I've had a brain fart on what the spring's called. That's cool. That's weird as hell. Leaf spring. There we go. Thank you. I can't believe I just brain farted leaf spring. That's cool. Right, what else is there? I mean, that's quite cool as well. Oh, there we go. There's the whippet. That's the whippet that Hendy said. So we've got to put the whippet in. We've got to put the whippet in. I'm going to make... Add to Trench Crusade. So that's the Hendy suggestion. I'm going to make... So the Trench Crusade... Oh, what's that one? The Trench Crusade group in Discord that some of you have got access to. If I do get... Oh my god, that's so cool. That's so cool. The proportions on that are bonkers. I love it. That's insane. I love that. How many bits is that? 6 files. Whole front, track right, sponsons right, 7 one-piece parts. Add to Trench Crusade. You can build that from plastic card. Well, that's the thing. You can build most of the plants from plastic card. They're all square. But I'd rather just print it, and then I could have time to do other stuff. Like this is going to be just like a bit of terrain, really. Possessed tank. Could also look at 148 plastic kits. That's probably the route I'll go. Harumph, we've just been through about 8 pages of 148 plastic kits looking for World War I tanks, and we can't find any. You'll be busy printing all our war bands. I won't be busy doing that. The printer will be busy doing all that. That's a bit fucked up. But yeah, the plastic, I would prefer to go plastic kit because of the ease of kind of doing stuff to it. But we've just not been able to find any, so that's why I've kind of resorted to... That's 6mm, that's not in the right scale. That's why I've just resorted to looking at 3D prints. It's just a friendly material. I don't doubt it. I don't. Yeah, I'm not arguing. If I could find that in a plastic kit, then yeah, give it to me. It's got headlights and everything, look. Oh, look at the little tank. That's a grot tank. It needs a grot at the top. It's been a while, but I found plenty. You've been in stream while we've been going through them all. We've not found any. We went through all these. We went through all of these, and we couldn't find any. Not that. Anyway, that's cute. They were all World War II. There were loads of 148 World War II tanks. Anyway. If in doubt, I'll just print that. Is that 148? See, that would be the cool one to get, but it's 176. Right. Anyway, that is sort of the thing that we want at some point. So that that funky one that we found could be quite fun to play around with. That's cool. That just looks cool. Not for Trench Crusade. It just looks cool. So there's the one. There's that one. And then there was the other really... What is this one? This one looks cool. Maybe not. Right. Have I tried World War 1 instead of World War 1 for the search? I haven't, but we went through websites. We were sat in... We were sat in here going through all the models that were in 148 scale. So this is everything that's in 148 on this website. And we were just looking for everything in here. There was a tank. And everything was World War II. So that's all it was. We were looking for everything, and we went through all these different models. Went through all the sites. That's the forum. Anyway. Yeah, World War II is more popular. That's all it is. It's just that World War I is a rarer tank than World War II, and 148 scale is an even rarer scale than 35 and 72. So 148 is even harder to find. So finding 148 World War I tanks is really difficult. And yes, I would 100% love to just cut up a 148 scale ISU 152 to make this, but difficult to find, so that's why we just started looking at 3D prints. Right, okay, I am going to make some food. Gonna go make some food and sleep. Oh, I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm just gonna find that really cute one again. Where was the cool one? Where was the cool little one? I think it was on like pet. Oh, that's cool. No, it's not. There was a cool one. I think it was on page 3-ish. There it is. Look at this one. So we're gonna do this one. We're gonna do that one. Could get away with a conversion on a Matilda, but it lacks that World War I chunk. A Matilda. Maybe. That's the shape I want. I'm trying to find that shape. Right. Anyway, beside the point, it'll be a lovely Christmas project at some point when we just kind of print out one of these and throw loads of wood over it. Common in the North African campaign. There we go. Right. So I'll turn this off, and we'll go and see if there's anybody on Twitch to hand you over to. I'm gonna go cook. Nobody's on. Why is nobody on anymore? Why does nobody paint? Glorious Badger. Send you to Glorious Badger. Do you know what Ford means? I know the found on road dead. Tree is doing Blood Bowl 3. I suppose we could raid Tree actually. Go on then, let's raid Tree. I haven't raided a tree for ages. Found on road dead. Is that what that is then? Is that true? So found on road dead 3-ton tank. I think that is cool. Right. Have a awesome stream. Have an awesome evening, and I will see you all at 9 o'clock for movie night. See you all later. Bye.